Hello there, welcome to my channel. I'm Angela from Rotary.com. I'm going to give you a list of items or crafting products that I wished I'd never bought. Disclaimer, it's not because they don't work. They do work. So these are items that I have never used. I don't know what they are. I've barely used them and just bought them for nothing really because I haven't got any use out of them or very little use out of them. So the first thing is this. I mean, what on earth is this? It's a kind of punch, I think. Well, it is kind of punch. And that's what it does. It does that. If I find out the name of this, I will put it across the screen. But why would I buy something that does that? So, yeah. So this I have never used because I've had it for so long, I've even forgotten what its purpose is. So that's obviously more to do with me than the product itself. All of these are. This is Nouveau Crackle Mousse. I very rarely use like mousses and glitter pastes and things in my crafting, and I've only ever used a Crackle Mousse once, and that was in a video when I was demonstrating different backgrounds you can make for your cards. It's not that it doesn't work, it works beautifully, I just never use it, and it was pointless buying it, to be honest. This may be a strange thing, but this is a magnetic ruler. So when I got it, I didn't realise it was sort of flexible. I thought it was quite a strong one. I got it because it's nice and long and I thought it was magnetic, but it isn't. So again, this is something that I have never used. I've got like 1,000 rulers. I don't understand why I would buy something like that. So again, it's not because it doesn't work. Obviously it works because it has all the measurements there. But yeah, just never used it. Not that I can remember anyway. And this is something else. I got this from Temu, and when I first got it I did use it, but it's just a thermal printer and it does work. It works nicely actually, but I used it a few times at the start to put labels on things obviously, but I put it away and it's been away for about a year and a half, and I've just never used it. The thing is, with it being a thermal printer, anything you print on it fades fairly quickly in the light. I think that's possibly one of the reasons that I didn't use it, but it is cute. I really love it, but I shouldn't have bought it because I think it was just sort of quite gimmicky for me at the time, and I've just never used it. So there you go. This is something else I've never used. It's obviously like a little bellows thing for pushing around sort of inks and what have you around your papers and that. I can't remember if I've used this, but it's certainly not enough for me to actually expend money on. I've barely used it, if at all, and it was just a waste of money. It wasn't expensive, so I'm not saying any of these things are a complete waste of money, but no, barely used it at all. So this is what I got from Temu. It's actually a little wax heating furnace. I already have a small one. I have no idea why I bought this one. I think I saw it in some video somewhere and I had to have that, have it, but I got it and I've never used it. And I mean, to be honest, I mean, you can see what, although it's in Chinese, you can see it's meant to be like 1, 2 and 3, obviously the heat levels, but I've just never used it. And with it being from China, I mean, I don't even know if it's going to be usable in the sense of safety. I don't really know. I wouldn't like to say. But again, something that I've never used. And can I just say, if there's anything in this selection that I'm showing you today that you would like to see in a future giveaway on my channel, just let me know, because some of these are going to go on my store. Some of them I'm going to keep for a giveaway at some point. So just let me know if there's anything in particular you'd be interested in, and I'll consider it. I was actually very excited to buy these. I got these from Temu as well, and they do work, but they're for making boxes. So they've got different sizes, different widths and things, and what you do is supposing you've got some chipboard and you want to make a box, you would sort of put it in like that, and you would put that in that way, and then you'll get another piece, if I can find it, get another piece of your chipboard, and then you would glue it on the edge and stick it on like that, and you would do that sort of all the way around. You would stick pieces of chipboard together and it would make a nice box. It was a good idea. I still think it's a good idea, but I tried it once and I didn't really like it, to be honest, and I can't see me making enough chipboard boxes for this to be worthwhile. So I do wish I hadn't bought these, because they're just not going to get any use at all. Right, this thing here. I remember seeing this and being very excited, but I've never used it. So what you do is, what it's for, apparently, because again, I found it the other week and I thought, what on earth is that and why have I bought it? But apparently it's for putting a pattern on your projects, which is, it's kind of pretty, it's kind of nice. I don't know if you can see that there, but never used it, probably never will. And this is something else that I've never used. This is a similar thing. This is a rotary cutter. You've got blades in here and you can just sort of cut paper like that, I guess using a ruler or something, I don't know. I've never used it. You can see that I haven't even taken the blades out of there. Never used it. Have no idea why I bought it. Again, I'll have seen it on some video and decided that I had to have it and then just never used it. I just came across this the other day, completely forgotten that I had it. And this, I thought, I do still think this is a really good idea. If you sell things on like craft fairs and things like that, it's good because you can sort of punch out little tags that you can hang your products on like that. You can sort of put one in your bag topper and hang them up. So this is a really good idea. I just don't make anything that I would find use for it, to be honest. So again, that was a waste of money because I can't remember how much it cost, but it wasn't particularly cheap and I've never used it, just to demonstrate how to use it, and that's it. And this is something that was on sale. Oh, I think it might have been Craft Stash. I think it was on sale and it was very cheap, and I've again never used it. You can make pom-poms and tassels. It's from Creative Craft Products, pom-pom and tassel making kit with case. So I never used it, don't know how to use it. I will either put this on my website for sale, or I might rope in my granddaughter. She's been wanting to make a video with me. She's 9 and she's been asking for ages to make a video with me, so possibly keep it for that. I don't really know yet. Oh, and I bought these little bees, little embellishments, so long ago. The only time I have used these is sending out like little thank you gifts for purchases and things like that, but I stopped doing that because they're really small and I don't want anybody who shouldn't get hold of them. So I don't know what to do with them. If you have any ideas, please let me know. But I mean, they're so cute, like little wooden bees with like adhesive on, but I can't think what I would use those for, even though they are really sweet. So I've had these about 2 years and only a handful of them have gone out. So these I was actually disappointed with, because I did make a video on making a card using these wobbler things. I'm not sure what you call them, but they just don't work properly. They're not wobbly at all, they're just very rigid. So these actually do not work as intended. I think sometimes when you buy from Temu and AliExpress and places like that, you sort of get what you pay for in some cases. These were cheap and I took a chance and it didn't work out. Not very good at all. I think if I ever buy these again, it'll be like a branded item. So this is an automatic tape dispenser, which again, barely used. Does it still work? Yep, it works. It works nicely. You put your tape on. It's not for double-sided tape, it's just for normal sellotape. But to be honest, I rarely use normal sellotape. I tend to use like the big rolls of packing tape for everything. So in fact, I've just came across this today, and again, it's something that I'd forgotten I had because I've just never used it. And finally, I have so much ribbon. this is the tip of the iceberg. I have a box full, under my desk I have a box full of just ribbon, which I barely ever use. I hardly ever use ribbon or bows or anything like that. Occasionally I will when I'm making a card or something, but not enough to justify the absolute massive amount that I have. And these are supposed to be sort of satin, but they are pretty, but they're very sort of rough, and I don't know, they don't feel nice. These are the first ones I got, and I did use them when I first got them, but it's just not really worth the amount of money that I've spent on ribbon, because I literally barely ever use them. I think I might try and start using ribbon in my projects just to get it down and just to make a little bit of space, but no, not worth the amount that I've bought. So I don't think I can find anything else at the moment, but I will have a look around and do a follow-up video if there are some other things that I find that I never really use, or that I wished I'd never bought. So there we go. These are just some of the things that I wished I'd never bought. Like I say, not because they don't work, they do. It's just because I've never used them, and I need to think very carefully about the things that I buy. I'm very impulsive, and I see something on a video and I think I have to have it. So I get it and I think, oh great, I'll put that away until I, can make a video or whatever about it, and I'll just end up forgetting about it, and it sits in the drawer for years or wherever I've got it. So I'm not sure what you would put on your list. If you have any items that you wish you never bought or that you've never used, then please let me know. I would be very, very interested. Of course, as usual, you can post in the comments on my Facebook group, on my website. But whatever the reason you've watched, I really, really appreciate it. Every watch, every comment, every share, every subscription, it really, really helps my channel. So thank you to everybody for any interaction at all. Every single view is important to me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye bye now.